Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Aries. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. Aries, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, but most of all for showing up. Aries, bringing in that energy, really thinking about you. In that sense of I, me, and mine, which is good because it's how we take that step forward. And the deck is splitting right here on the Four of Swords with the Page of Cups. So again, new beginnings, wanting to have a conversation or talking about new beginnings. And then the deck splits again with the Seven of Swords. So having that truth come, having that forgiveness, Aries, or giving it, or at least making amends with someone, or someone wants to. And that's what this reading is all about. It's the person most on your mind. I'm using the Witch's Tarot for the spread, and the Lover's Oracle for, and we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And I did have a few cards that I turned by mistake when I was putting them back in. So it's about reconciling and having that commitment come back, working on it. Having that conversation will bring in that commitment. So I'm using the Lover's Oracle for the thoughts of the person most on your mind. And I wouldn't be surprised. Well, wouldn't be surprised. It's just that I'm thinking the surprise is in having that commitment come around. But we'll see. Let's see where this goes for you, Aries. No jumpers for this shuffle, but that's okay. Starting off with the first card is the situation between you and the person most on your mind. The second card is how you are handling it. Just want to make sure everything is lined up so you can see. Pushing it like this just to give that equal space. Two cards. So the fourth card is Spirit's advice on how to deal with the situation. The fifth card is how you are. The sixth card is how the person most on your mind is dealing with it. The seventh card is the potential outcome, because if you don't follow or if you choose to go another way, then of course the outcome will change. So it's just potential. And the last card is how the next person the person most on your mind is reacting to what would be the outcome. Starting off with the Knight of Pentacles. So to get that commitment, we're moving really slowly, but we have a plan. We have a plan in action, and we are at peace with ourselves going through this plan. We want to bring in that justice. We want to have that equal give and take. We want to bring things into fruition. So we want to take it to the next level. There it is, for the happiness. We want to have that happiness. And here we have the Queen of Wands. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, or you are the Queen of Wands, Aries. Being that your independence, your determination, you're not letting it go, you're not giving up. You've made your choice. Now, it doesn't mean that because it's the Queen that we're only dealing with women here. We're dealing with that sense of devotion to the commitment. So yes, it is reflected in the feminine side, But it's also a marker for the month of August, if it is that you're looking for a timer. And it, of course, is that feminine hold on determination. Even if you are a man watching this, you could reflect into this as being that you are connected to your feminine side and you want that happiness. Or you could just be dealing with a Leo. Aries, I don't mean to tease. Even Scorpio. Come into the Lover's card. It's choices that need to be made, and we want to move off into smooth water. So when we saw that Four of Swords at the beginning with the Page of Cups, this is where that reconciliation wants to happen, so that we can literally move on or mentally bring peace in, because the plan is to have that peace of mind. And then we have the Eight of Wands, so it could be that we want to physically move as well, because we have the two journey cards coming together. Here we see the choices before us. The opportunities are there to communicate, whether it's online or to physically move. We have the possibilities. We just need to choose now. Here we have the Four of Pentacles, so we may be a little confused as to how we feel, or what we say, or what is to be said, or where we want to go for some, concerning finances, or just how we feel. Our feelings are being kept back, or we're not too sure we want to move forward. We're feeling like we know what we want, because we have that confirmation with the Eight of Wands, where we're very well versed in what we want as peace goes. We want to have that peace of mind, but then things become a little confusing, because it could just mean that it's moving too quickly. We don't want, because we're starting off taking our time and then we're moving fast here, and that can get a little confusing. So it could be we're not too sure as to how fast or where we want to go. And we're looking at Temperance for that sense of patience, to slow things down again. So it's a question of really coming to terms with the choices that we have. We saw that here with the Lover's card. See, we want to think about the choices, the opportunities, and the experiences that we've gone through. We want to think about all that before we actually make that decision. We want to see our way clear. We want to heal. We want to heal something, and it seems that we're feeling like we missed out. We missed out on something here. And we want to make sure that we don't have that happen again when we make our choice. So if it's a question of thinking about what we really want, how we feel about what this relationship, what this forgiveness, what this plan of action is based on, we want to really think about that. This is where Temperance comes in. So we're really looking to slow things down again. Again, I was saying that the marker could be for the month of August, where we see our Queen of Wands in her full glory. We may want to take our time in making that decision. Here we see Sagittarius coming in here. So it's a question of when Jupiter goes into Cancer, which is would be mid-June going into July. We would see, I'm saying June, July, but Jupiter is already in Gemini. So yeah, the Cancer season would be another marker for either making a decision or stepping up and speaking the mind, having that sense of freedom, knowing that I can move on, because healing takes time. If it is that We're looking for forgiveness to bring back the balance and really think about what we want. Making that choice. See? Taking our time, because we don't want to miss out. We don't want to miss a chance. We don't want to confuse things. And then, of course, this is where the victory comes in, with the truth being told. And here we have the 5 of Wands, where you will have the meeting of minds, and you will be able to make a decision between you, if it is that is where you're going, or someone may have that pull back again, but that is neither here nor there, because we see the Ace of Swords, where victory will prevail, and there will be a voice. You will be heard, whether it is you or the person most on your mind. You'll be able to talk about what you feel you missed out on, or they will. This is where we have that communication come through. And then, of course, the Queen of Pentacles is going to sit with what they feel, and I say they because it doesn't mean it's a woman. It is embodying that sense of protection, that sense of belonging, where we didn't feel like we were in, oh, there is it, the 4 of Cups here, where we were missing out on something. That sensation is going to go away, because we have come to understand that we do belong, that we do fit, because of that Ace of Swords. You see? Conversation is going to happen. Forgiveness will be had. It is a question of how you maneuver. It is a question of timing with the Jupiter card, that Temperance. It is a question of patience and really putting that effort into paying attention and not feeling confused, and going through bit by bit, making the choice, putting the effort to bring the mind to ease. It's a slow process. It's a slow process. So let's see where we are. Again, we're back with the Pentacles. So maybe you're dealing with earth signs, or it's just the energy of the cards where you want to bring things into fruition. You already have the patience on what was going on in the past. With the 6 of Pentacles, you're moving into the 7, where we want to bring things back into the balance, and we want to see things to fruition. We want that forgiveness with the 10 of Cups here to bring in that happiness. We're determined to have that choice made. Again, this is I would say third parties, but it doesn't feel like third parties here, even with our Queen. It feels more like timing. It feels more like that energy of determination to make things happen, to make a choice. Not sitting on the fence anymore, you see? Having that ability to decide, knowing that there is more that we can have, that even though we feel like we lost out, we're not going to lose out anymore. What we will have is stability, because truth is coming. We want to bring things into fruition. We want to finish what we started and come to that feeling of belonging. The 6 of Wands. So we're looking at turning our back on what didn't work out, and really focusing on what we want to see come in. That's where you are. And the 8 of Cups, they want to move on. They want to leave, or maybe they left. Maybe you both went your separate ways, because your both backs are turned. Well, I'm looking into my future. You are looking into, I'm not looking at what was there. I'm taking care of me. Me and mine. And I need to go and humble myself, because I've turned away from what what we were doing. It wasn't working. Something wasn't working. It was taking too long, maybe. Missing out on that chance. Not being able to communicate clearly. Not feeling like this is where I want to be. It's not what I want. I'm not getting what I want here. I want something more. Spirit's advice is to start again. Try it. Bring that innovation. Bring that passion back. Spring into new ideas, new plans. Know what you really want. Know what you really want. Make the choice. Put that effort in. Move on from whatever it is that didn't work. And use what you've experienced to take you forward. Propel yourself. You have many opportunities. You need to just choose. That sense of insecurity, confusion, because there's so many choices, is probably what caused that sense of I can't, or I don't want, or I need something else, or this isn't working. Why is this not working? That is what you need to heal, because with the patience, this holding back, not really sharing, being very stubborn, and having all that confusion come because of the stubbornness, not knowing what to choose, not really feeling grounded, that is what needs to heal. Addressing that truth about what you feel like you were missing out on, because something is missing for both of you. Your back is turned. They want to leave. Spirit is saying, put that idea out there. Bring in the passion. Know what you want. You're holding back. You're waiting for the right moment in some cases. I mean, take it as it resonates. It's one or the other. Or you're just indecisive. You want to move forward, but you're not sure if you can. You're still going through that sense of, I don't know, it's not, I'm missing something. It's not what I want. This isn't right. This isn't perfect. Be careful. We're looking for perfection. We're never going to find it. That sense of passion, that proposal, that offer. I want, again, the Page of Cups. Start again. New beginning. Spirit is saying that you just, where you were wasn't working out, you start again. That Queen of Wands is innovation. Use that power, use that energy, use your passion, Aries. Where's that spark in you? You need to use it. The Chariot. See, they will come around. They will change the direction. They will decide if you approach them, Aries, if you step up, they will put their focus on the invigoration, that attitude, that passion. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. Or looking for. Not they're waiting, but they're looking for. They're looking for something that's missing. It's not what I want. If you're holding back, they're going to move on. They're going to just keep going. Person most on your mind isn't going to just wait around anymore. Looking like it's becoming difficult because it's a lot of anxiety here. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you are still holding on to something that you need to let go of. That confusion. You need to clear your mind. You need to heal. You need to get past this. It's what you can't control. You need to let it go. You need to face the truth that it's gone, whatever it is, or you missed a chance. Okay, it didn't work out, but we need to get past that. We need to stop thinking and do. We need to make up our minds. We need to make a choice. We need to really heal from. We need to let what happened happen, let it go, and know that we could start again. That's Spirit's advice to you. You are quite capable. And you may be dealing with an earth sign who's very patient, but even patience can run out. Because here we're stalemate, huh? We're neither here, we're neither there, we're not going, we're not coming. We're not focusing on what it is we really want. We're looking elsewhere, and we're looking elsewhere. We're not looking here. And Spirit is saying, start again. Wipe the slate clean, start again. You have so many opportunities. If you are waiting for the right moment, well, it's time to speak up. It's time to reach out. It's time to put the ideas out there. In spite of having that anxiety, face it. You're quite capable, Aries. You're quite capable. They will change. You see, they have the high arcana. They are looking at and following their intuition. They want to see a change before they will come back to you. If it is that if you want them back, I mean, you know who is either going away from you or willing to come back to you if you speak to them. Because it looks like happiness could happen here. If you clear the slate and you speak the truth and you make a choice, that groundedness is what they have to offer you. They're healing. They can help you heal. Their wisdom too. Again, you're dealing with somebody you can't just walk away from so easily. Yeah? This is karmic justice coming in here. And even if it was a third party that got involved, then use that. Explain and understand and accept why that third party came in, if it is a third party. But I don't feel like it is. I mean, it could be for anybody. Yeah? But the energy in this card is really to push and propel and make things happen rather than sitting on the fence and waiting and holding back and being stubborn. She will be the one to blaze the trail, start something new, and then overcome that sense of anxiety and fear. Because if you open up and speak about it, this is where the healing comes in, because you have the 10 swords just to end the cycle and start again. And they are there with you. It's quite positive, but it's going to take a bit of effort on your part if it is that you are the one that's holding back. All right, let's see the thoughts coming from the person most on your mind, because we know you're having a hard time. Maybe their thoughts will help you to light that flame and reach out, because that's all they want. They want you to come clean. They want you to step up, take that step forward. Okay, this one definitely, I can't express myself. Maybe they're not allowed to talk to you until you start talking. They're not letting themselves say, because if they say first, then you won't come out of your shell. Could that be, Aries, that you have that sense of, I can't talk, not ready to talk yet? Or is it them? Let's see another thought. There's sexual desire here. Maybe this is why they can't express. Or maybe you can't. What they want is that passion. And they're not getting it. Aries, that's so unlike your sign. You were right. Maybe they weren't giving that to you. Maybe that's where you fault. I mean, just go with how the messages feel for you, because in some cases it is where they are not able to provide that passionate side, and you on the other hand want it from them and you can't get it, so you're looking to go elsewhere. You're holding back because you're not sure that they can actually give you that. Spirit is saying to reach for it. Maybe it is that you are holding back. They want to give it, but they're looking elsewhere because you're not coming for that. You're not giving, you're not reaching for it. Take it as it resonates, huh? And that you were right. Only you will know. Let's take one more. Life without you is hopeless, dark and depressing. I miss your light. And then there's the passion is too much. So again, it's one or the other. You flip your coin and see if it is that you are with someone who is very passionate, or if you are thinking of someone who's very passionate, or if you're thinking of someone who is not able to reach to that level. But Spirit is saying, put it out there. Reach. Have that conversation. We saw it here with the healing card. See, we have the temperance, to be a little more patient and really see how you can reach them, because it's not a question of waiting. It's a question of understanding and letting them know that it's okay, that we can talk about this. And once you get them to open up, then the passion will come back, because it's a question of understanding each other. And then you'll be able to make love and have that desire flowing easily. On that note, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, Aries, love and light.